Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful Thursday morning. The sun is shining. What a great day for the Western New York Home and Outdoor Show to start, because a lot of folks are home with the kids. You're going to be looking for something to do. And let me tell you how many vendors are here and will be here starting this afternoon to let you in on what is going on for spring. You know, with this mild winter, we all kind of feel like we want to get a jump on spring. You're definitely going to feel it when you come on in. It's just wonderful. And I want to let you know, today at the Western New York Home and Outdoor Show, doors open at 2 o'clock today through 8 o'clock, Friday, noon until 8 p.m., Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Admission is only $8. Kids 10 and under are free. And as you know, here at the Hamburg Fairgrounds Event Center, parking is always free. So by all means, bring the kids, because there's really something for everybody to do here. And a lot of people will be coming out in the next 4 days, today included, to see my first guest. Sally Cunningham is not only a gardening expert, but I have to tell you, she's going to be busy with so many speaking engagements. While you're here, Sally, everybody wants to hear what Sally Cunningham has to say.
Yeah, after winter, we all want to talk gardening as much as possible. And I'm giving different talks every day, but I especially want to talk to people about taking care of the pollinators.
All right.
Two of my talks are gardening for bees and butterflies, and everybody knows about the bee shortage and the terrible losses of both wild bees and native bees, and we really need to help them out. So one of my talks is that. Today I'm talking at 4, though, on design your personal best garden.
Oh, cool.
Like getting ideas. I wrote a book called Buffalo Style Gardens, but it's not all about just buffalo. It's about designing your own personal best. What do you want to say with your garden?
Okay, so I have Friday at 3 o'clock taking care of the pollinators. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday at 3, and I'm doing one at noon on Saturday, veggie. I'm talking about good soil, like the big yellow bag garden soil is one of the ways to radically improve your soil.
Yeah.
And more people are doing gardening in small spaces, as you know, nice younger urban gardeners.
Right.
And so I'm talking about raised beds and how to garden in containers, because you can get a lot of tomatoes out of a few containers.
You know, Sally, that's kind of how we've converted our yard. As we're getting older, we still love the gardening, but there's a lot of work involved. So we have changed some of our beds. We put stone on top, but we have put planters along the whole way, so we can grow what we want and control the weeds and all that.
It gets so much easier.
Yeah.
Plus, you can put different plants in different seasons in those planters.
Right.
And for Christmas, you put in some red twig dogwoods and you're done.
That's fantastic. Now, we also want to let you know, Sunday, Sally will be speaking at noon. What's your style and inspiration and ideas for your best 2020 garden? I know there'll be door prizes at that.
That's right. There's door prizes. The big yellow bag will give a great big bag of home improving garden soil at each of my talks.
Wow.
Plus, I'm raffling one of my books at each of my talks. I just hope people come here. There's landscapers here. There's Busy Beaver Landscape and Beyond the Basics and Lakeside Sod. So there's other garden and landscape people.
That's great. I'm glad you mentioned them, because you'll be seeing them in our shows between today and tomorrow. We're excited about that. Sally, what's new for spring? They always bring out new flower varieties. What are you kind of excited about?
Well, I think there's 2 directions. To me, the most important direction is we all have to learn about native plants. The more we study, the more we know that it's essential that people in the suburbs and cities get native plants, and there's going to be more of them in our local garden centers and nurseries ready to put out there, and you're really helping Mother Nature by using those. After that, there's also new and improved everything all the time. And what I like is that many great plants, they're having smaller cultivars, smaller varieties for smaller scale gardens. Proven winners and others have many, many great choices, and that's been the direction toward, I would say, smaller and always bright and flowerful and so forth, you know.
Sally, I know winter has been light, but you still can't really start too soon. However, are you a proponent of starting things indoors and letting them propagate there to grow big enough to take outside?
I give mixed reviews, and that I hate to see newer gardeners try to do it and then get disappointed, because it isn't that easy.
No.
You need good lighting, the right products and materials. So go to a professional garden center, see what they have for correct seed starting indoors, and get lighting inside, not just a feeble window.
Right.
And then you don't have to do it that way, though, because, gee, as soon as the ground thaws, you can be putting your peas and lettuce right in the ground by seed, and then wait. There's great plants at all the professional places and farmers markets. So that's kind of the easier way.
And we've got the kids home today, and we want to remind everybody, just having a small vegetable garden and watching the kids plant the seeds, watch those plants come up and then start to bud, and to have cucumbers and tomatoes. What a great learning opportunity.
We need to connect our kids to nature in general. I mean, get them out for a walk in the woods, look at the buds on trees, look at the early things poking through. So whatever you can do to connect kids to gardening or a forest, that's what we need, because where are our biologists going to come from? Who's going to take care of the environment?
Exactly.
We're counting on the next generation, because ours hasn't done such a very good job.
Sally, where can we read your columns?
Oh, Buffalo News every week. Not every week, but often, and mostly on Sundays. And Buffalo Spree magazine right now has a good story about all these home and garden shows, describing what's in these different shows. So keep reading. I keep trying to teach you, and I'd love to give a talk for some of these people too.
Yeah, so by all means, get in touch with Sally. Sally, what time is your talk today, and where is it?
Today, 4 o'clock in the back room, the second building. Easy to find, real comfortable setup. It's free with admission to the show, and you will enjoy this show.
Oh, yes,
Thank you,
absolutely.
Linda.
Sally, you're the best. She's the best. Listen, we're going to take a break. When we come back, you see this wonderful modular home behind us from Twin Lakes? We're going to take a walk inside. It is breathtaking. So stay with us, and we'll be right back.